Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You join us for this 2020 match between the Chennai Carvers and the Mumbai Triumph. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the one and only Lord Gower.
Thanks, Mike. Always a pleasure to sit alongside you. I've just been taking a look at conditions down in the middle, and the pitch has been prepared beautifully, something for everyone. I'd say it's worth getting at the batters with the ball first, though. Very cloudy, but any rain that is around is due to miss us.
Wonderful insight there from David Gower. It looks like the captains are ready for the toss. Let's go pitch side.
They'll be looking to extract a little bit extra out of this pitch, bowling at home.
That were ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be bowled. Yep, absolutely nailed it.
Really just seemed to have put that one into the slot with the first ball to the new batter. All the same, it's a glorious shot for your first ball.
Big edge. There'll be one run here for them. A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Wait on. Yep.
A couple on offer here.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep. Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Bowler.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wait on.
End of the over. The Indians are 9 for none. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Waiting.
A little late on that, no run scored. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Well placed, should get a single.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Bowler.
Good return there, back from the deep.
4 runs added there. The Indians are 13 for none.
Yep.
Great shot. At least 1 on offer.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. Makes it easy to just glance the ball off the pads and score easy runs.
Yep.
Good shot. A beauty.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Thick edge. Can't get that outside the ring field. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Massive edge. A direct hit and this could be gone. Trouble. Oh, gone.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Just threw the shot too early. No interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nice bowling.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
They must have just slipped a little in their delivery stride to bowl that no ball. Sometimes it can happen when you're trying too hard.
Yep.
Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum.
Over ends, a productive one too. First wicket has fallen.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Straight to the fielder.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yeah.
They'll push hard, should get back for two.
Keeper.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Bowler.
Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square. Back to the sheds, but a good contribution to the team today. It's been a nice knock.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yeah.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Waiting. Wait. Yep.
Chance to run two.
Keeper.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Wait there.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
3 runs added in that over. The Indians are 32 for 2. Going with spin now. That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
Good batting, lovely timing. Hardly even leant on it. Was always headed for the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Misses out there on the short, wide one.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Wasn't a bad ball, got it short enough, but they were onto it so early. Pivoted onto the back foot and punched it away behind square.
Finds the edge. Now then, was there a faint edge? Good catch. Out.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. First ball. They'll get at least one.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
The Super Kings found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. The captain can push. This field a bit deeper now. 3 more players able to go outside the circle.
Wait there.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit maybe. Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Yep.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Edge, unplayable. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Times it nicely.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
Just threw the shot too early.
Waiting.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Wait on.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
A juicy delivery like that on leg stump isn't going to be missed by this batter. They just put it away.
End of the over. 8 off it. The Indians are 56 for 3. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end. well placed, should get a single.
Wait there.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Wait on.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap. Unable to get the scoreboard moving.
Waiting.
Pollard will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Yep.
The timing unbelievable. Got the width they were after and nailed it to the boundary.
5 runs added there. The Indians are 61 for 3.
Yep.
Effortless. A gift, really. Floated it up there and dealt with.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Wait on. Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. There's a run here, surely.
Well, they decided against the run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest. They'd have made it very comfortably.
Yes. Nice ball.
Drives and misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly. Lucky to survive.
Yep.
Absolutely nailed it.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Wait.
Nice shot, runs possible. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Yep.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
Wait.
End of the over, 6 runs coming from it. The Indians are 76 for 3. Ali into the attack now from the north end.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Wait on.
Straight to the fielder.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, you don't chase those down. Brilliantly timed off the back foot, and that has raced to the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Gone, it's a good catch.
At long last, they have the wicket. Could so easily have been a game-changing innings. But all the same, it's been fabulous to watch.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. David, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Waiting.
David shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it. A couple on offer here.
David gets off the mark.
10 runs added in that over. The Indians are 86 for 4. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Wait on.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yep.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Bowl chops it back onto the stumps. You can see the disappointment.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Couldn't get it through the field.
Sams shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Waiting. Yep, yep.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Wait.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building. Ali from the north end.
Yep.
Not the ideal way of handling that ball.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Wait.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Yep, yep. Oh, no.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Oh my, that's racing away.
Good return there, back from the deep. And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Lovely bowling. Quick hands gone.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard.
At number 8.
They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Yep. Wait there.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Got that one. Clean out of the middle. 4 off a brilliant shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Nicked it.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Misjudged that and takes a hit on the body. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
That's off the middle of the bat.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Confident appeal. Could it be? Tough call either way. Might be worth risking a review if they're right.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. Impact outside the line. Easy decision for the third umpire. Not hitting a thing, ends up wasting a review.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on. They'll get at least one. Doesn't beat the infield. There'll be one run here for them.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
Yep, yep.
Edge, unplayable.
Good throw from the deep, on target. Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Quick onto that in the infield. Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire.
Change of bowling, the spinner coming on to bowl.
Wait on.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep.
Picked that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Bowler's end. Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Big shout.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
The batsman brings up their half-century.
They haven't messed about, brings up a rapid 50, hasn't let any of the bowlers settle.
Change of bowling, the off-spinner is coming on to bowl.
Wait.
Brilliant diving stop.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Finds the edge.
Misses out there on the short, wide one.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. There'll be runs here.
More decisive running may have gotten them too. You look at that and I would say they would have made it easily. They need to be a little bit more switched on than that.
Yep.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
Too much room given. It came onto the bat really well and a beautiful shot. That just raced away.
Yep, yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Strong throw in from the outfield, right to the stumps. The third was there, they would have made it easily. They've instead opted to play it safe. Maybe a little too safe.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Indians are 126 for 6. Down the wicket, misses.
Ball in.
Well, it was an almighty heave coming down the wicket. We might never have found it if they'd connected.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Nice shot. Runs possible. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single. Could that be out? Looks so.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
132 for 7. Please welcome the new batsman at number 9.
Yep, yep.
Immediately underway with some runs.
End of the over. 7 off it. The Indians for 133 for 7. Edged it. Loud appeal.
Yep.
They'll push hard. Should get back for 2.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wait. Yep, yep.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. The innings wraps up with a very defendable total. It will need some good bowling. It certainly won't be the easiest total to chase. There's a lot of time to get these runs. It's a fairly decent total. Plenty of options. Don't need to do anything flashy. Just get themselves in and build the run rate.
Yes.
Super shot that.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly. A couple on offer here.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Great shot, great timing.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Good return, back from the deep.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. That's poor play.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Mills, the left-arm fast bowler, is the new bowler from the north end.
Yes.
Just about timed that perfectly.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Conway has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Drives and misses everything.
Mills with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yeah.
Straight to the fielder. Gone! Brilliant in the field.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Beaten on the drive.
Yep.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
He was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
8 runs added in that over. The Super Kings are 25 for 1.
Yes.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Conway shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Yes.
Really good shot there.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and race to the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Nicely played.
Gets onto the front foot, and that shot is full of aggression. Sent high and long over the rope.
Conway is really starting to get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum.
Yeah.
Needs a direct hit.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Great shot.
What a lovely shot, and it flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight, and made it hard to score runs.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Yeah.
Into the gap, nice shot.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
That's out.
Yeah.
Caught.
They've played the most brilliant innings here, which could well have turned this match around. It's certainly entertained this crowd, who's loved every minute of it.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket. There'll be one run here for them.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running. Surely that's got to be called a wide. It's completely out of reach.
Yep.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Over. The Super Kings are 51 for 2.
Yes.
They'll get at least one.
No.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Middle that one. Great timing.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Power and precision in that shot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Nice shot.
That was a super shot. The delivery was fine, great line and length, but just put away.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Yep.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Mills from the north end.
Misses out there on the short and wide one. Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Yes.
It mightn't get to the boundary. Should at least get a couple.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Catch it.
Timed that brilliantly.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Mills shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. This could be out.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, Good running. Wide called? No. Umpire decided to let them off this time.
The end of another over. This time, though, some more fielding changes are coming as the restrictions are lifted. 5 fielders now allowed outside the circle. Gone! Excellent catch, close to the bat.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
Chance to run 2.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Brilliant shot, that.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Perfect technique and placement.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Wonderful batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond. Couldn't have hit that any better.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
13 runs added there. The Super Kings are 90 for 3. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit. That was a tremendous delivery, fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Couldn't get it through the field.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
There'll be runs here.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
Another one gone. The 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Nice shot. Runs possible.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Five runs in that over. The Super Kings are 95 for 4.
Misses out there on the short, wide one.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Good return there, back from the deep. It's easy runs there at this level when you stray a little down the leg side. Tucked it nicely off the pads for more runs. Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Good bit of timing there.
Yep.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Good shot, a beauty.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs. A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
11 runs added there. The Super Kings are 106 for 4. Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run. It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide. Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Yep.
Good batting. Get an opportunity to score and take it.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
That's the over. The Super Kings are 120 for 4. Sams, the left-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the south end.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Threw the hands at it, somehow missed everything.
Sams with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up. Just threw the shot too early.
End of the over. The Super Kings are 123 for 4.
That was a tremendous delivery. It fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Wow, that's missed a lot.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Misses everything.
Timing just a little early on that occasion. That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
Wow. Power off the front foot. Goes all the way.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Digs it out well. There's trouble here.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket. It's a very frustrated person heading back to the pavilion.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball. Pollard coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Nice, solid defensive shot.
Yep.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Drives and misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Misjudged that and takes a hit on the body.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Oh, that is a great catch.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play. Bit of a wild delivery. I'd have been calling that wise, but, well, the umpire didn't agree with me.
There's a run here, surely.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Beaten on the drive.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
That's the end of a fantastic over. No runs from the bat, and a wicket added to the tally as well.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good. Fast running between the stumps gets them home. Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly. Lucky to survive. Pollard with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
They'll get at least one. Out!
Yeah!
Caught!
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
The right-handed batsman is coming in at number 9.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap. Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it.
Yep.
Really good shot there. There'll be one run here for them.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
And that marks the end of the match. The Chennai Carvers have taken the victory. Thank you very much for joining us here for this match. Please take care and drive safely on your way home.
That always looked like a total that would be tough to defend. They would have hoped to put up more of a fight, though. In the end, a very comprehensive victory.
That ended up being an easy win in the end, just staying ahead of the game all the way through. Goodbye from all of us in the commentary box, and see you soon.